If someone came up to you and claimed that Star Wars was an important and necessary part of life, how would you react? Is Star Wars an important and necessary part of life? I mean, let's say we took Star Wars away. Would you survive? Would everyone survive? These are tough questions that we may never know the answer to. But let's be serious for a moment. Just thinking with whatever logic we have and through whatever proof we have, do you think you could be brave and venture to say that Star Wars isn't any of those things? But we forgot one thing, mass consensus, right now. Sure, I don't think many people consider Star Wars that important. That's arbitrary, isn't it? What if they did? Mental illnesses. They are a tough concept to balance, aren't they? Stigmatize them too much and it hurts the people who have them. But accept them too much and you'll have to live in a world populated by Star Wars addicts. But what's the harm? What is the harm of spreading about the Star Wars virus, creating a world ruled by people who claim Star Wars is so crucial? I'll lay them out. Number one, if you haven't caught on yet, Star Wars is a placeholder, and while you might claim that such an example is harmless, it can be placed with another concept just as easily. Are you thinking universally? Number two, a society ruled by Star Wars addicts, a society made up of Star Wars addicts, is going to be a society made and tailored for Star Wars addicts. And I suppose if you like Star Wars, this doesn't sound like a bad thing. But if you don't, or are even neutral towards it, I hope you like what you're getting. Number three, it spreads. It's a cycle. Through two ways. Number one, there are people that tend to believe what the mass tells them. Yes, even when it comes on how to identify oneself. Just look at LGBT identity politics spheres and look for the people that claim, "Oh, I was worried, I was insane, but then it turned out that my identity was scientifically proven to be a valid identity because it was on this list of LGBT terms. So I am so thankful I found myself." It happens. Number two, self-fulfilling prophecies. People scared to step out of line lest something bad happened. "I haven't watched Star Wars in a week. I'm getting sick. I feel sick. Oh my gosh, what's happening? I'm puking." Picture it as a reverse placebo. So now, is this a problem today? I recall when the discussion about gender tended to be more about, gender doesn't define you, smash down gender boundaries and do what you want. But I'm afraid today it's turned into, there are 50 genders, shut up and conform to one. Identity politics have become cancer, but I also don't think they're catching on and have sort of become a laughing stock. So it's not really something to worry about. Instead, I'd bring up other idiotic statements like the occasional idiot who claims sex is a need. That one, like LGBT's 50 genders, has been touted around as science.
People, we have to listen to the science.
But its backlash has been minute, if there is any to begin with. Mental illnesses shouldn't become the norm, much less one that promotes a sex addiction. Such an idea gets really murky really fast, and I hope I don't have to connect the dots to see where that line of thinking could lead you to. There are many interpretations of it. And in addition, with all the narratives out there, let's keep narratives with regards to how one thinks thought control to a minimum. So what do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you have a problem with one of my arguments? What is a mental illness? Feel free to leave a comment.